You're listening to a Smart When Shouting podcast, www.smartwhenshouting.com. Please remember to turn your cell phone to silent, note the emergency exit locations around you, and remember, Smart When Shouting is not responsible for any premature deaths. Please enjoy the show.
We know now that in the early years of the 20th century, this world was being watched closely by intelligences greater than man.
Armed women, urination, and Legos. This is why the aliens won't land. Your weekly podcast covering the stupidest and most inane stories of the week, which explains why, if there is intelligent life out there, it's not coming here. I'm Leigh Adeline.
And I'm Matt Renfro.
Welcome to the show. So, we're going to start off this week's show by covering something that we touched on last week. And let's just say that someone put on their big boy Manties this week. Manti Teo, yes, the football player with the stupid name, has come out about the whole girlfriend scandal that we talked about last week. Now, this could be his elaborate hoax to cover for his lie. However, according to the latest news and his interview with Katie Couric, is that it?
Yeah.
He apparently did not make the girl up. He believed that he had a girlfriend that he never met, that had leukemia, that had all this stuff, that he communicated with for many years, and who made excuses, the girlfriend made excuses for why they couldn't meet and why they couldn't do video chat and things like that. And the thing that convinces me on this is not any of his statements, but the fact that they played some of the supposed voicemails of their relationship on the podcast, on the interview. So, for all intents and purposes, it's very possible that he was duped.
He was duped, but he did at one point. We do know he did at one point learn that it was a fake mistress girl.
And he stated that he lied. He continued the hoax, essentially. He didn't lie at first. He thought this was all real. But once he found out, he didn't come to the media going, "It's a lie! It's all not true!" Which makes sense. I can see that. I think he was just kind of hoping it would all just go away.
Yeah, which it didn't.
Yeah. So, a very interesting story.
Not at all what we thought, actually.
No, we thought it was all he made it up.
Yeah. So I feel a little bad for him. I do feel a little bad because if you really have this relationship in his mind, and it's a hoax, that sucks.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That would make you feel like the biggest idiot in the world.
It's just all. It's not no bueno. No
bueno. Not nice. Not nice at all.
So I do feel bad for him. I feel really bad for him. I don't feel bad for his stupid name, but I feel bad for him and the situation and everything. It really just sucks overall, and I guess that proves that unless he did make up this cover for the lie, cover for the lie, or whatever the hell stage we're at now.
Yeah.
Anxiety, depression, I have no clue.
To tell you the truth, this sounds really bad, but I wouldn't be surprised if the dude killed himself.
I don't think he's gonna kill himself.
I could see him if the media does not leave him alone about it.
It's possible if the media doesn't leave him alone. I think that it's gonna blow over.
I hope it does, because it was a hoax, and we need to leave him alone.
I think that the media would be the only thing that could convince him to do it, and I hope he doesn't.
Yeah, I think they need to just leave him alone now. They got their interview, so... Let's leave it at that.
So, yeah. Better person than we assumed last week.
Shame on us.
Manties. Okay. Continuing on. Our topic of the week. Topic of the week. We couldn't afford a song for this part. Down. Our topic of the week this week. Our topic of the week this week. Is that military leaders, the Pentagon, has lifted the ban on women in combat roles.
Woohoo!
Great job. Took you long enough. Took you a damn long time. I mean, I'm happy it happened. Obviously, it opens up new opportunities for women in the military, higher level positions apparently, and just different positions, more things they can do. Why did it take this long? What? This would be like if today they lifted the ban on blacks in the military. Like, they lifted the ban on LGBT people already. And now they're finally lifting a ban on women? What the hell?
They have rights too. They are real people.
They have souls.
Yeah, I mean, it took them a while. I really don't understand why. Well, I mean, there's a couple reasons why they may not have.
They just forget about it?
Oh, yeah, you aren't allowed to be with us.
They're sitting there at their yearly meeting or whatever. It's like, okay, any other business?
It's kind of like a weenie roast in here. Maybe we should have let some girls come over. You know what I mean?
Why didn't I think of that? Oh my god!
But I mean, I don't know. Why I don't know why it hadn't been done before now.
It's there's no reason for it to not have been. It's oh my god. It sickens me that it took this long.
Like,
for a ban on women.
I would have a ban on women, but it would be for totally different reasons, I believe.
What are these reasons? What are these reasons?
Now
I want to hear what these reasons are.
I'm sounding like a sexist asshole.
I want to hear what these reasons are.
Because I don't want women fighting.
Oh my god.
I don't want, they're women. We protect women. Like, I protect, like, that's how I feel.
Get out of here. Get out of here with your chauvinistic pig.
It's not chauvinistic at all. And women in fucking combat scenarios they think differently than men in combat situations. They do.
That's why they go through the same basic training. If anyone thinks, I don't necessarily agree with you.
And I think the torture methods for women is much more heinous than it is for men. Like, I think it's worse. Like, if you get captured and tortured in a war scenario.
I don't really agree with you on the thinking different thing. I think, regardless of gender, there are people who think different ways. It's not like one gender thinks this way, another thinks the other way. For the most part. However, that's what they go through basic training for.
And I mean, if a woman gets through basic training, I think she should be allowed to do it.
That's what these women get through basic training.
But I mean,
it's not like they skip basic training. They're like, okay, everybody, here's your tea party training. It's not.
Well, I mean, what's the point of going to basic training if you're not going to get in? These women aren't going to basic training and not getting in anything. I mean,
they're in the military. This opens them up to new things that they can do in the military, apparently.
Like what?
According to here, where is it? The change would open hundreds of thousands of frontline positions and potentially elite commando jobs to women.
Elite commando jobs. I mean, if they can do it, then power to them.
Yeah, it shouldn't be based on gender. It should be based on skill.
Oh, if they can do it, power to them.
Yeah, like, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that at all.
Nor could I.
So keep us out of the military. Bring people who can do it into the military. People who can do it and want to. Just open it up to the people who are there working and trying. Give them the equal rights.
I think a lot
it shouldn't be based on gender or sexual orientation or race. It should be based on if you can do the damn job.
And a lot of it, too, probably has to do with, I don't think this way, but fucking a lot of guys probably don't want to be fighting on a squad with women. I don't see a problem with it, if they're capable. Yeah. But if you put a woman on certain squads, they're not going to cooperate right, and you have to have a squad cooperate.
You need to get the hell over it.
I agree. I'm just trying to think of why it hasn't happened by now.
That's just people who use that argument. It's the same argument back when they were trying to were doing their best to repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and eventually it did get repealed. Back when they were saying, I don't want to fight with gay people. What if they gay up the place? If a gay person, lesbian person, transgender person, if they go through basic training, chances are they're not going to be the stereotypical flaming rainbow dancing unicorn, at the very least while they're in the military.
Exactly.
There's a pretty good chance that you got the LGBT person who's exactly like you, except they like the same gender or same sex.
I would like to see a flaming person get through basic training. Here I am, guys. Let's do it. What? That
wasn't that the plot of Drill Bit Taylor?
Drill Bit Taylor. Get out of here.
That sounds like a really bad B comedy. It's like Saving Private Gay Boy or whatever. Saving Private Homo.
So what now? What is it? 10, 15 years after the release of G.I. Jane. Someone finally, hey, that movie kind of made sense. They could do it.
Doesn't that sound like an Adam Sandler movie, like something he'd do?
Yes.
And I think he would name it Saving Private Homo, too.
Or just Saving My Privates.
Yeah, that would work, too. Oh, no. It'd be by the guy who did, Borat.
Sasha?
Yeah, it'd be a Sacha Baron Cohen.
That it would. Yeah.
It'd be about Bruno trying to get through the military.
I'd like to watch that. I'd watch it. I'd watch it.
Oh my god. But why did this take so long for them to get? Why? There's no reason. No reason. The thing that offends me most about this is the statement that Defense Secretary Leon Panetta said on this. This actual quote. It's clear to all of us that women are contributing in unprecedented ways to the military's mission of defending the nation. No shit! Really? Just like everybody else in the military. You don't say! You do not say. Any other comments on this?
Yeah, I'm glad they're finally there.
I'm glad they're there.
If these girls want to go whoop some ass, then let them. Let them. Let them. If they are capable, if they make it through that training, then they're just as much as a man as me. So, and I know I can't make it through that training. So, they are soldiers. We need to stop thinking of men and women. They are soldiers. Just soldiers. Soldiers. That's all it is. Soldiers.
Are we just going to repeat that for the rest of the podcast? Soldiers.
Universal
Soldiers. But regardless of whether they can whip some ass...
Soldiers.
Regardless of whether you can whip some ass, you can always whip us a comment telling us what you think of the podcast.
Let us know if you're planning on joining up now. That if you're headed to the recruitment office right now, or if you just give it a thumbs up.
Pandering. And now it's time for our bad story segment. The part of the show each week where we each bring two awful, stupid, ignoramus stories to the table. And you guys vote on which of the four was the stupidest. And I started off last week, so Matt,
so I got
started this week. Tell the people what you got to say. Tell them about the story. Tell them about it right now. Do it right now. Come on. Are you going to tell them again? Why are you not telling them yet? Are you going to hurry? Come on. Get on it.
I'll take firsties. So, let's see. Continuing my theme of wacky names, one of the people in this story's last name is, I don't even know how I can pronounce it, Beslanga.
Baslanga.
Okay.
Wasn't that like a Boy Meets World character?
Oh, that was Topanga.
Topanga Baslanga.
Topanga Baslanga. So, Baslanga, it doesn't mention his first name. Baslanga.
What is with these stories? Is this going to be a trend throughout the entire run of the podcast? Stupid name, Here we go.
So,
Manty Baslenga.
Baslenga and his brother were traveling
Baslenga and his brother.
to Springfield to pick up his wife and children. They were staying at a relative's house or whatever.
Relative's house.
So, Baslenga hops out of the car. The family's in the car. They're about to leave or whatever.
Is this going to get into some like National Lampoon stuff?
Baslenga informs his wife and children. He said, "I'll be right back. I'm gonna urinate in the back of the driveway."
Is that the way he worded it?
Then,
Pardon me, family. I am going to go urinate in the back of the driveway now.
So he then proceeds to
Urinate in the back of the driveway?
find a driveway. And
Find
urinate.
a driveway?
Apparently.
What?
Apparently.
What, was this not his own driveway?
Baslenga started
He just
to urinate.
found a random driveway.
Baslenga pulls his wanga out.
Wait, no. Baslenga pulls his wanga out.
All right.
On the random driveway.
So he starts urinating.
Wait, no. Where did he find the driveway? Did it just appear out of thin air?
You would think that it would be the driveway that they're parked in, that they're picking up the people from.
Let me go find a driveway.
So he doesn't say let me find one. He just says I'm going to go urinate in the driveway.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So he then proceeds to urinate in the driveway.
After Baslenga pulled his wanga out, as you so eloquently put it.
A neighbor, Steve Cintron.
Baslenga Cintron? Baslenga X. I ship that now. Baslenga,
No, his name is Louis. His name is Louis Cintron. Louis Cintron.
I ship that now. Baslenga and Cintron. Expect some fan art soon.
So, Louis Cintron,
just a guy peeing,
witnesses Baslenga urinating in the driveway. He proceeds to go outside and confront him about this.
Why are you urinating in this driveway, sir?
He asks him to stop, which, I mean, Baslenga isn't just going to pinch it off and run inside. So Baslenga says, I'm kind of in the middle of this, I'm just going to keep doing it. He refuses to stop urinating. So, this is where decision-making skills 101. Cintron isn't pleased with the reaction from Baslenga.
Really?
The urination does not stop, so Cintron then goes inside his house, finds a 10-inch kitchen knife, and kills him. In front of his family. With his wiener out. I don't know if his I don't know if his wiener was out, but
is Centron's wiener out? Is that the thing?
I don't know if it was still out, but yeah.
How do you like it now?
Yeah. So I don't know.
You can't see it. My mouth is just dropped open right now.
Yeah, I don't know if he was.
He killed him for urinating.
I can understand if it was Cintron's driveway. No, not really at all. Not really at all. That's ridiculous. We don't kill people for peeing on things. Yeah,
we wouldn't get anywhere if that's what happened.
So Cintron has pleaded
guilty. You pee on me, I kill you. I kill you.
He's pleaded guilty to the murder, and
he pleaded guilty.
Look,
that's a terrible record.
Yeah.
Get in jail. Hey, what are you in for? I murdered a guy in cold blood. He owed me money. What are you in for? I murdered a guy for peeing.
Cintron also says he suffers from bipolar disorder and and schizophrenia.
What did he imagine? Like a demon peeing on? What the?
Oh, I have no clue.
Like he sees Satan pissing blood on his driveway.
I totally get being mad about someone peeing in your driveway that you don't know.
Yeah, he goes. Firstly, why in the driveway? Why not in the bush or in the grass? Just let it drip down the driveway.
Two people made very poor decisions in this story. The first was Baslenga.
But what did he imagine? Did he think like Satan was out there? He goes, Satan, can you stop peeing on my driveway? I will pee your soul away.
Look at him. He looks like someone that would kill someone for peeing in their driveway.
You know they can't see the face.
I mean, you can. I have to show. He's not very nice looking. He's.
Can we just make up a face and that's what the face is? Yeah, he has a big French mustache and
he has a gonzo nose.
He has like Michael Cera hair and there's a big tattoo of Satan peeing on his cheek.
And he's doing a duck face.
Yeah. That's the face.
That's a guy that would kill someone peeing in the yard. That is the image you have in your minds, and that is
actually
him.
he looks like Cole McGrath that got punched in the face.
Exactly. He looks like Cole McGrath from Infamous
After he got punched in the face.
Bad Cole McGrath.
Very
bad Cole
after
McGrath.
After he got punched in the face.
Evil Cole.
Probably for trying to kill people peeing.
Peeing in my driveway.
That sounds like it'd be a rap song.
Well, it's really funny. My grandmother...
Doesn't that sound like it'd be like a Weird Al song?
It does.
I woke up one day to a man.
Well,
he was peeing in my neighbor's driveway.
It's really funny. My grandmother has a rock in her front yard that says, "Here lies the last dog that peed in my yard." And I'm almost wondering if
there's an actual dog under there.
Well, I'm also wondering if there's going to be a tombstone that pops up in his front yard. Here lies the last man that urinated in my yard.
And the thing is, it's in his driveway, so it's just plunged into
just in the middle of the driveway. You can't park a car there anymore. It's there. So that was that.
I must admit, that will be very hard to beat.
Pee killing.
Tell us in the comments, have you ever killed someone for peeing?
Have you ever wanted to kill someone for peeing in your driveway?
Has anyone ever wanted to try and kill you for peeing? It feels like that would be the start to a very, very poor rip-off of Mortal Kombat. Like you see just the opening cutscene. Imagine this. Just close your eyes and imagine this. You see...
What am I imagining? Come on now.
You see a guy, and he's standing just in a random driveway. He whips it out, and he just begins to take what we'll refer to for classiness sake as a tumultuous tinkle. So it's slowly just kind of raining down on the driveway, possibly in a spray, possibly just a few little drops here and there. Maybe he has bladder problems. Then all of a sudden...
You're explaining the plot to one of my favorite pornos right here. What's going on? What's going on? We have the same taste. I'm pretty sure. No. Anyways. Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
I'm envisioning it.
You see a man come out from the house. The cutscene's cut at this point. He walks forward. He's just on his day, going out to get the paper. All of a sudden, he turns the corner and sees the man tinkling. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle on his driveway. He sees the man and yells, "Hey you! Why are you peeing on my driveway?" The man looks over. "Because I had to." He responds, "Well, stop it." Another response, "I can't. I'm just gonna finish." The man, infuriated by this man's simple dismissal of his emotions and feelings and property, runs inside, goes straight for the knife cabinet. He takes it out, and then, using his magical Mortal Kombat powers, turns it into a big tomahawk.
What?
Yeah, tomahawk in hand, he runs out the door. "This'll teach you." Throws the tomahawk, goes in slow motion like Zack Snyder. Some stuff like that, some 300 style flow. Goes straight into his chest. Family's watching out from the car. No! The guy rips off his skin, and it turns out he's this big lizard beast. Full armor all over him. All of a sudden, he runs over to the guy. His voice has not changed. It's really all gravelly, and he just goes, "This'll teach you." Grabs his tomahawk, rips it out of him, and all of a sudden his heart comes out with it. Then you see big text just appear on the cutscene. "Finish him." The guy trips him, flips him up in the air, rips his heart out.
Pretty sure that's how it happened.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it happened.
Then you see the title screen. Mortal Kombat!
So yeah.
Podcast is rated R. Is that your story?
That is my numero uno.
And
It is number one as well. No pun intended.
Now, which version of that is the true story? The world may never know. All right. My story, I already think it's not as good as yours. It's just kind of amusing to me. A builder was renovating a guy's house. The guy had died, and he was just getting ready to sell to some more people. I don't know if it was just keeping it with the family or if they were actually trying to pawn it off. But builder goes in, knocks down a wall, and finds a stash of 30 guns and ammunition for the guns hidden in a plasterboard wall inside this dead dude's house. It's not like he just has like one or two guns. Like, this is in case the government comes to get me.
This is a straight zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, 30 guns with ammunition
hidden in walls.
And these aren't just like all small guns. It isn't like he has 30 pistols. He has some pistols, but he also has rifles, shotguns. It says ranging from a 1930s pistol to a pump-action shotgun. This is in Scotland, apparently. So, they believe that they were all unregistered. And he hid them in case the government tried to confiscate them after some murders took place there.
So this guy killed some people and didn't want to get caught. is what it's saying.
And the thing is, it wasn't like it was just some schmo who's like, I gotta get guns. They're coming to get me. Apparently he really knew what he was doing. They were like perfectly polished. They were contained so that they wouldn't rust or do anything like that. Like the people who found him were impressed by his work.
I'm impressed with this psychotic dead man's gun cache here.
Needless to say, the police have started a investigation to see if they can find any more guns or
link those guns to murders. Maybe I would assume each one of those guns has a dead body somewhere.
Yeah. They were wrapped in the newspaper, and they're wrapped in newspaper. Dated March 1996. So that's probably either the month or really close to when he wrapped them up.
So this dude killed people in 1996, and he's gotten away with it.
Here's the bad part. In a newspaper dated March 1996, just days after the Dunblane School massacre, in which 16 children were shot dead.
Oh, well.
So, you might be onto something.
The newspaper... this is an article from one of the papers that was wrapped with the guns?
No, like...
Oh.
It was... The dates on the newspaper were dated just days after the massacre happened.
Okay, because the way I thought it was like...
No.
He killed people, waited for the news article to come out, like, alright, here it is, and then wrapped the gun up in that article.
Some Joker stuff.
Yeah, like...
Where it's all wrapped in his dirty deeds.
Yes, like...
No, well, it might have, but as far as we know, they think that he didn't commit the murders or the massacre. But he thought that with the whole murder investigation that was going on at the time, they might try confiscating people's guns. That's what they're guessing. They always can't talk to the dude because he's dead.
Do they know
it's hard to
about
talk
the guy? Was he like...
contrary to popular belief, it's hard to talk to dead people. Ouija boards, they don't work. They put the gun on the Ouija board just to move that around. They put the Ouija board up at a target range and shot it, and wherever it landed was the next message.
Like, this dude was like stockpiling for like a small militia, like
basically
a tiny
what it seems
guerrilla
like.
army. Wow. So does the guy get to keep the guns?
The guy's dead.
No, I mean the new owner.
The dead guy does not get to keep the guns.
The new owner of the house.
They take it to the grave. Here you go. And I believe they were confiscated by police.
Nah. Like, that's such a cool find. You find like a cache of guns in your house, and then you don't get to keep it.
Actually, fun fact I just realized in the story, it's the same guy who was killed by... No, it's not. It's the same guy who was killed by peeing.
I was about to say, whoa, it's a small world.
Mind blown. Here you kill people for peeing. Meanwhile, in Scotland.
Meanwhile, in Scotland, people are dying with lots of guns left.
With lots of guns left. But that is my first take.
Alright, let's see what I have for part two.
We will keep you updated if we find out that he did kill
kill those people with those guns.
I hope not.
Alright.
You gonna tell the story?
Part deuce.
Part deuce. Is this about someone dropping a deuce?
Unfortunately.
Wait, is it really?
Unfortunately.
Okay, so we have a theme this podcast.
Okay.
This is the bathroom episode. We're actually recording this in the bathroom.
So, this lady, Donna.
Donna.
That is her name on the radio.
I thought we were sticking with the funny names.
I could.
That's her name on the radio.
Damn you, regular names.
You think her name is here.
So, this happened last month, but something happened last week that has brought it up again.
Oh, no.
So, this woman named Donna calls in to the radio station. Oh, let's see, in North Dakota. She's from North Dakota, so she calls the radio station with a problem that she's had. She is concerned because she has hit 3 deers in the past year.
3 deers?
3 deer.
Is that okay?
Deer is the real word. She's hit 3 deer in the past 3 years.
3 diddlies.
1 a year.
So, 1 a year? Is it a tradition now?
So she's called in.
Every Thanksgiving.
This lady calls in distraught. Like, she is upset.
Okay.
She cannot fathom why the highway and transportation people have decided to put deer crossing signs in such inconvenient places.
I know what you're talking about now. Firstly, what does this have to do with dropping a deuce?
This is part deuce.
Part 2. You have betrayed you have betrayed everybody here.
I couldn't find a poop story.
He looked.
So this lady is calling in. She is really, really upset with the Highway and Transportation Program for putting deer crossing signs on such high traffic areas of the highway and where the speed limit is so high. She can't understand why. She just thinks it's inhumane that we're telling the deers to cross the highways at this point.
Yeah, this went viral a few months ago.
Yeah, and so
essentially,
and when it went viral, she had hit 3.
How many more?
She has hit another one.
Oh no!
She has hit another.
I was wondering what the recent addition was.
Totaled her second car because of it.
Did she call the radio station again?
No.
Oh man.
I think the laughter in the background during her initial phone call deterred her from calling back.
The funny thing, okay, for those who aren't quite getting what we're saying, she called into a radio station to complain that the city's deer crossing signs were placed at inconvenient spots
for
the drivers and the deer. Because her thinking was the deer obey the deer crossing signs.
And they're not.
Like, her idea was that the deer would only cross in the areas with the deer crossing signs.
As opposed to those signs warning us that there are deer in this area. So she then proceeds to write letters. She's written letters to committees and she can't get anything changed. And she is just really upset about it. And she wants help.
And it's hilarious. Go watch the video if you can.
Yes, go watch the video and listen
on YouTube.
Listen to the audio. But anyways, over the weekend, she hit her 4th deer and totaled a car.
Firstly, why does she keep driving there? Why?
Exactly.
It's probably the same spot or almost the same area each time.
Slow the hell down. You know what okay, she is obviously connected the two. The deer know to cross at the sign. She knows that. Why doesn't she slow down when she sees the signs now?
Or if she keeps hitting deer, stop going in the areas where
Stop
the deer...
going where there are deer crossings. And this is
Or
her...
just where there are deer, even.
This is her proposed solution. Remove them from highways and put them on school crosswalks. So, Bambi and your kindergarten kids need to cross the street at the same place. Like, there needs to be one spot where everyone crosses the street. Like,
Well, I mean, kill two birds with one stone. Don't have to pay for an extra crossing guard.
exactly.
Just walk the deer across.
Okay, we'll just put a deer in the middle of the road with a red vest on.
Okay, deer, time to go. Down the street.
Like, yeah, so she's an idiot. She is a total idiot. And she's totaled 2 cars now. And I'm sure the other 2 wrecks cost some money, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So, I think she has something against deer. I think she's just a Bambi hater.
That movie as a kid scarred her, and now she wants to get back.
It did. I hate you, Disney.
What? She's the deer hunter. She's in all camouflage going out into the forest. Sees a deer. Mortal Kombat!
Soldiers.
I have a question. Legal question. If a deer walked on to my driveway and started peeing, could I kill the deer?
If you're schizophrenic and bipolar. If you're schizophrenic and bipolar, I think it's okay. As long as you use all the deer.
As long as I use all the deer.
As long as you use all of the deer, you're good. So those are my stories for the day. Pee and deers.
Pee and deer. Pee deer. Peter.
Peter,
pumpkin eater. Peed on my porch and I killed him. Alright.
make me go.
I got a good one. A Pennsylvania boy. Firstly, it's bad. It's in Pennsylvania. I don't know. Is Pennsylvania a bad place? I don't know.
Well, it's where all the Hershey chocolate comes from, so.
I'm stereotyping. I don't know. In Beaver Falls, so we're still talking about pee.
Excellent.
No, we're not. A 14-year-old Weston, Pennsylvania boy has been ordered to stand trial. Do you want to know why?
Por qué?
On charges he fatally shot a woman. Do you want to know why he shot the woman?
Well, how old is he? 14?
14.
And there's a reason. He had a reason for shooting her. It wasn't an accident?
Yes, there was a reason.
Oh my god. Was she peeing in his driveway?
No, then he would have stabbed her.
Did she hit a deer?
No.
Well, then I am dumbfounded. Perplexed.
And she didn't have a stockpile of guns in
She
her house.
didn't have a stockpile of guns. He didn't kill her with her own guns.
Nope. She did not. Well, this woman and her boyfriend, they were just walking along. As far as I can tell, they were just walking along, and this kid was trying to pawn a cigarette off her boyfriend. Now, for some reason, the woman's response is not, "Sorry, you're not old enough. I'm not going to do that for you," or something like that. And
we only have one left.
Yeah, because I'm assuming he looks. I'm assuming he looks like a 14-year-old kid. I'm assuming, or at least not 21 or 18.
18.
Yeah. Why is that different? Why is the drinking age and smoking age different? That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, because 21 drunks are a little more casual than 18-year-old drunks.
Fair enough.
Barely. Because if you've ever seen me drunk.
But,
so they don't give him a cigarette.
They don't give him a cigarette. But
well, they deserve to die.
Well, the thing is, she says, she doesn't give him a cigarette and says, "No, get a job." She tells the little kid to get a job, essentially, so he can buy his own cigarettes. Because that's the issue.
Because that's the problem. I don't have a job to pay for my own cigarettes because I'm not old enough to get a job because I'm not old enough to smoke. Yeah.
So, they go and follow the people home. They were yelling profanities at her boyfriend. And then, when the woman confronted the youths, that were at her boyfriend's home now. They stalked them home. They shot her. The kid shot her. And he had 2 friends with him who were also in the case.
Good God.
He really didn't want to get a job.
He really wanted a cigarette. Like, why did a 14-year-old child have a gun anyways? Why did he have a gun? Well, I guess a 14-year-old kid asking for cigarettes, that's not too surprising that they have a gun.
Now, if we want to make the podcast get really sad, I can tell you the last part of this article. I can just read it straight. ABC27.com. Would you like me to? Would you like me to make it sad?
Tear me up.
Warning, this is going to get really sad. And I'm just reading straight from the article. The man, her boyfriend, William Bailey, testified Tuesday that Peterson, his wife, told him she loved him and their 2-year-old daughter as she died in his arms.
Horrible.
Things just got sad here.
I'm glad we're going into the
Happy segment.
Well,
That kid is messed up.
that kid is messed up.
There has to be something
wrong at home.
or psychologically. I cannot see just a normal kid getting so mad over a cigarette that this happened. I mean, I can't hold him accountable for the 2-year-old daughter thing. I don't think the kid knew about that. And that doesn't make it any better. That makes the story worse, but it doesn't make things for him any better. But
No,
I don't think he was like, he saw the daughter and he was like, oh yeah.
No, what
I'll
I thought
make it better, or something like that.
What I thought you were going to say to make it really sad, like, I thought you were going to say the boyfriend was actually going to give him a cigarette. And the the girlfriend interrupted and said, no.
No.
Okay. Because that would have been really sad, too. Oh, Mom's here. So anyways, that's, now as I wipe the tears from my eyes.
Yeah. Very sad. Such a... What is with people?
What is with 14-year-olds?
All of them.
No, literally all of them. I hate them.
And now it's time for our Shining Lights segment, where after that sad, depressing segment, we talk about a few of the good aspects in life and show our hope for humanity.
What little we have.
But there are two kinds of good stories, I think, following the logic of the Vlog Brothers. There are the stories that decrease world suck and increase awesome. Mine is the second. Mine is the latter of those two. And apparently there are a few more of these around the world, but North America's first Lego hotel is being built in California. While it's not built entirely of Legos, sadly, it's a Lego-themed hotel that it's Lego-themed, it has Legos all over it.
I'm assuming this is on Legoland's property?
I do not know. I would assume so. The images we have seen from it make it look kind of like a motel with Lego bricks on the sides. Huge Lego bricks, like Mega Blocks. Mega-sized Mega Blocks. The rooms are themed based on different Lego things. I don't know if they'll have like Star Wars, Indiana Jones, things like that, but the one that they've shown is a Knights Lego room.
Yes, I hope they have a Pirates one as well, like I like the old Lego set. Oh! Sorry. I'm getting giddy. I'm giddy here. This is awesome, man. I want to live there.
The room we saw had like a Lego character on the walls, like wallpaper. It had a bed that was like a knight's bed. It was Lego-fied, and they have themed rooms like that. I don't know if there's like one main theme and then there's individual theme rooms like they have at, say, Disney World and things like that. They also have lots of a variety of figures made out of Legos. Like the valet is a big Lego character. They have and the big set piece of it all is a big old Lego dragon. So I'm guessing it's going to be at Legoland, California.
I love it. I love it. I freaking love that. Like, I mean, this is a totally retarded notion, but like, if it were, like, I could just see like the hotel looking different daily because it's made. Like, you know what I mean? Like different. Like,
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Like,
let's change the hotel every day.
Like, I need to be there. I need to be there. I don't know about sleeping with those little round blocks up your butt, but
I think they use actual mattresses.
Oh, okay.
You're not sleeping on a Lego brick.
Okay. Very cool.
It's certainly interesting. Like, they have a picture here, and it's of like a Lego baker, like trying to take something to the bakery, and a variety of cool stuff.
I want the employees to wear Lego outfits. Like, I want them to like look.
Yeah, like it's themed throughout the worlds. You can see. Well, you can't see, but on the beds they have. They keep with the theme. It's not made of Legos. It's made out of material you can actually sleep on, but it looks like it matches. And it's just really, really cool. Everything seems to just mesh well together. And it's a cool idea, just in general.
Oh, wow, that baker is made out of Legos. Like,
Yeah, it's not like...
Oh, it's not like a statue of a Lego
No, it's
guy.
made. It's a Lego statue.
Wow, that's really cool.
But yeah.
A Lego person made out of Legos. That's very interesting to me. Like, that's like me being made out of me.
Me being made out of me.
Which I am.
Moving on.
Moving on from that.
Is that Mattception? Or?
I like that. That put a smile on my face.
After our bad story.
And it's only been replaced by a frown because I don't have money to go there. But anyways,
Moving on.
My shining story of the week shall be continuing on with my theme of cancer.
Your theme of cancer.
Cancer.
Is that...
So,
my theme of cancer. Go ahead. Let's hear what you got.
Let's see, this dude.
This dude.
Let's see his name.
This may take some time.
So, a father of a child.
A father of a child.
He's 8 years old.
The father is?
It was a medical.
It was a medical. It was a medical mystery. No, leave it at that. It was a medical.
It was a medical. That's how it happened.
8-year-old father. It was a medical.
8-year-old father. Cancer.
Medical.
It was a medical. Don't you see the shining light in this? Don't you see it? So, okay.
Continue.
A father.
He gave birth to a Lego
father
baby.
of an 8-year-old son who has cancer. His son really, really, really likes Halo.
Oh, it sounds like an awful son.
I agree. Anyways, well, that's probably why he's dying.
Wicked.
That was hateful as hell. Anyways,
what?
I will admit that the cancer is gone.
The cancer is unrelated to Halo.
Halo did not cause the cancer, but it did worsen after playing Halo. Anyways, this child,
this
son,
podcast sponsored by Microsoft.
He loves Halo.
He sounds like a fine kid.
He was in the hospital for a 9-hour liver transplant, and
also sponsored by Microsoft,
in which he could barely lean forwards after. He was really sick, but
poor kid.
He was expected, to make a recovery.
That's good.
The father reached out to my favorite studio, Bungie, the originals. The people who own Halo, who created it. They made it what it is and what I hate.
Bungie.
But anyways,
continue.
I hate them, but this made me like them.
This is a positive story.
This
Keep
made
it
me
positive.
like them. This actually gave me thumbs up to Bungie. They sent over
When do we get to the positive part?
full-size replica of a Halo Reach helmet, and then they autographed copies of Halo games, and then they marched it over to him in person. And
Very cool.
you can't see this picture, but there's this picture of a very cancer child wearing a Master Chief helmet, which I love.
That's pretty cool.
That makes me smile. And
before we continue, I think I'm going to make a rule for the podcast. No pictures. Because they can't see them.
I love cancer kids in helmets.
New charity, cancer kids in helmets.
Like he's ready.
We put helmets on cancer kids.
He's ready to whoop
for our
cancer's
amusement.
ass.
For our amusement.
So yeah, and
The latest attraction to Coney Island. Cancer kids in helmets.
cancer kids in helmets.
Line them up. It's a show. Parade.
It
Parade
works.
through the country. Forrest Gump style. Cancer kids in helmets.
So that was my
on the
story.
stretchers, in helmets, go. Football helmet, Master Chief helmet, Samus helmet, go. That's it. Cancer kids in helmets.
Cancer kids in helmets. It's a medical.
Make it a story. It's a medical.
It's a medical. So
Cancer kids in helmets.
Bungie went up a few points in my book for that. So kudos, guys.
And then they went down for Halo 3, right?
Yeah. Or whichever one we're on. I don't care.
It's a medical.
It's a medical.
Cancer kids with helmets.
Soldiers.
If someone wants to send us a cancer kid with a helmet,
Or would like to urinate in one of our driveways.
contact us at an undisclosed location.
Yeah, don't.
We don't pee on cancer kids, no.
No.
Only on their driveways. Only on their helmets. Cancer kids with helmets. Oh my god.
It works. You can't fight cancer without a helmet.
And please note that if the cancer kid that you send us does not have a helmet on, he will be turned away. The kid will be turned away.
He will be turned away. And it will be on a rainy day.
Hey, I'm a cancer kid. Well, where's your helmet?
You read it. You listened to the podcast, didn't you? Like, helmet is required. It's BYOH. Like, you gotta bring your own helmet, dude. Later.
But if you do, we'll give you a medical.
Yeah. So.
And not pee on you. What is wrong with the world and what is wrong with us?
This, everybody,
It's
is why the aliens won't land.
And that marks the end of our show. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember to leave a comment, send us a message on what you think was the best and worst story of the week. Trying to keep a tally here, so gotta let us know. No, you have to let me know which story was the best. That didn't rhyme. You can find us on Twitter at LayinLove and at GameFro.
See?
You can find us every week. New episode every Saturday on smartwinshouting.com or on youtube.com/smartwinshouting. Let us know what you thought. Let us know any changes we can make. We're still getting new at this thing. And we will see you next week.
Ta-ta.